Ooh, we get the new map. I don't even know what this is called actually. I just saw it on the new map rotation. I wonder what do you even go for as player 1 here. Snowball is fine, I guess. I feel like you're pretty likely to get a good snowball hit here though. Like if the opponent goes on any of these tiles, you can snowball them. It's probably better to just keep your snowball around. But what else do you go for then? Because you can't really go creep with there being healing spars, right? It's a bit weird. Wonder what's actually correct in here. I think I'm just going to throw a cassowary down here at the bottom to protect these points. Or take them. And then do I go for something fast? I actually don't even think I go for something fast. I think I'm just going to go for a turret here and see what they do. I think having something like a stabby in here would be pretty nice. Could also go Bomangas. I think stabby is just fine though. And then we see what they do. I'm gonna fall a little bit behind on points, but that should be fine. There are a lot of points on this map, so you probably can play aggressive. But the heart is also in a very easy to defend position. So I don't know if that's even really true. Should be extremely easy to defend your heart. Noxious is definitely like a phobia you can go here. Especially when I have an undead. Even though there are healing spars, Noxious is probably still good with there being so many abyss tiles and stuff. Can I set it up so that I kill this if it goes in? Have 13 here, another 6 here. So I only really need a little bit of damage. This should be doable. What do I want though as the phobia to do that? Can't go Gonzo, that wouldn't reach. Could just drop a Ginsting in here, that would be fine. Is that what I'm gonna do? Just Ginsting? I think it's fine to just go Ginsting. Being able to bang for 6 keys is actually very nice. Can they kill this? I don't believe they can, right? This is what, 630-ish? Yeah, they definitely can't kill my cowbell. So this is fine, even though the cowbell is kind of isolated in a bad position. It's not really threatened. Not in a way where it can't kill the bachelor at least. So that's fine. This is pretty good for me, I think, because now if they poison my cassowary, it's pretty bad for them. They do just get to hit me with this, right? Yeah, they do. I can't reach it from here. Are they going to poison me? I would imagine so, yeah. Is that even enough to threaten it though? No, it's not. I can stay here. Unless they bring something. They will probably bring something else here. But I still get to hit this a lot, which is nice. And I get to take all of the panic points down here. Maybe you can still be aggressive by like getting behind the heart with something ranged. Like standing on this tile with something ranged and hitting the heart. That is fairly hard to respond to, I think. So maybe you can still play aggressive here. It does seem pretty easy to like summon something to defend your heart with though. Like they can just put the Ginsting here. Oh, they didn't. That's probably a mistake, I would say. I think they should put the Ginsting back here so that I can't take the point with the cassowary. Or they're going to miss Muffet instead. So that I can't walk forward with my Ginsting to take this point. It's pretty interesting. I think am I gonna go Boolean just to heal this? They can't kill it right now, which I don't really want to see happen, of course. For obvious reasons. We're definitely hitting this at least once. This is probably just moving in here. Do I want to go for the Boolean, or do I just want to move it one back here? I think it's better to just move it one back and muffin it, right? That's pretty annoying though, because I wanted to go Hematic for this turn. I guess I will just live with not doing that though. Instead we will probably just go Miss Muffet. This threatens them pretty well. Keep this down here, so that if they kill it, I can kill whatever they killed it with pretty easily. It should be fine. Miss Muffet is probably a very good phobia on this map, I would imagine. I think Hero 2.0 has a bit of a problem with actually getting the pushes off. What are they gonna do to this? They don't have their snowball because they opened with it. That is the disadvantage of going snowball opener here. It's actually pretty bad for them. You can see why I don't like doing that in some cases. I can't kill the Bachelor here, which is pretty annoying. But what can you do? Just gonna have to take back some points. They have to move the Miss Muffet, or I will be able to pull it in and kill it. I think. This is enough damage, right? Yeah, it definitely is, I think. Is it? I think it is. We'll see if they stay there, I guess. No real need to try and calculate it. They should stay there with the Miss Muffet, I think. And we see a Finnegan on top of that. That's pretty interesting. I think I'll just bring my Ginsting over here and move the Cassowary a little bit back. Then sacrifice my Cowbell. That should be fine. Something like this. Seems okay. And then do I bring a Noxious up there? I kind of want a Flyer, but I feel like Noxious is kind of bad in this spot. It's a bit weird. Maybe I just go for something like a Gargles. Or Blinky. I don't want to go Blinky because this is still here. What's a good 4-key to go for here? Could also poison Eevee. That's also a little bit weird. I want it to be a fighting phobia, is the thing. Something that's not vulnerable. If I still had a Ginsting, I would bring it up here. But I do not. And I don't think Daisy is in a good spot with there being 1 keys and a Snowball. Maybe this? That seems kind of weird though. I think I like the Gargles more just because it flies. Could also go Ruckus. That might have been a better option here. I'm just gonna stick with this though. I'm banking a key so that I can go for Hematic or Puff. Or some other phobia if I want to. Rambolina could also see use, or Speedolas even. Probably not Speedolas while they have a Miss Muffet, but... Really? Are they just killing that? But now I can just pull their Miss Muffet in and kill their Murderwing though. That can't be good for them, I don't think. Like, that is such an easy kill for me. And we can even defend our heart pretty well with what we have here. Oh, they're blocking me off. And if I go there, then they will try and push me in. If I go up here. I might still just do it though. Like, who cares if they push me in? Can I prevent them from pushing me in and force them to kill me with just attacks? by placing the stabby here. I think I can if I want to go for that. The only bad thing about that is that I'm gonna get AoE poisoned if I do that. But maybe I can live with that somehow. Then I would block it with this. Just see how this looks. I don't even think I should use the AoE in this case. I think that would be a bad idea. What I could do here is I could fly over here like this, and that would prevent them from actually pushing this Muffet in. But the problem with that is that they can still kill it, and I would get poisoned on both of these, so I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest. I think I'm just going to do this. And say that's fine. They will easily kill this, of course, but then the rest of it looks better for me. And then do I want to bring Puff? I think I want to bring Hematic, to be honest. Just to have a lot of damage in here. Now we have 2 AoEs. And we have Ginsting in a very good spot if they try and back off. So they're kind of forced to fight. They're probably going to poison my Stabby again, I would imagine. Like they poison it with the Noxious here, then they can push. Doesn't mean that I would be able to kill their Noxious though if they do that. Really? They're going aggressive on that? Is that right to do? I feel like that's not right to do. But maybe it is. Looks kind of weird at least. Because I still get to kill one of these things. And I do some damage to the rest. Oh, they didn't even poison me. Really? Huh. That seems a little bit weird to not poison me here with the Noxious. I guess they don't want to lose the Noxious, that's why they're doing that. But still seems very defensive to me. I think I'm just going to walk in and fight them. Can they even kill? Oh, that's so unlucky that this doesn't die. Oh, they can probably kill it still, right? Yeah, they would be able to kill it still, so I should actually just kill this then. Even though my Ginsting is dead, but I can't really save it, so that's just life. I think it's time for some fast phobies here, maybe. But I don't even really have anything that good for being fast right now. All of that is higher cost, so maybe not. If we get poisoned on this, we can always run down here. This can get Boluliant if I need to, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Is this when I bring my own Noxious? I think it is. Just because I need something that can get out there and hit them next turn, and I don't really want like a Daisy or a Hevo right now. I don't think those would work very well in this position. The Noxious is also pretty threatening here. I'll just heal that if I need to. Really? That wouldn't even block it off. They would just be able to hit me next turn. I don't think that's ever something they're gonna do. Okay, we only have 4 phobies, so I should definitely go for 2 on this following turn, I think. They can kill my Stabby if I go to the middle, which is a bit sad. But they can't kill my Noxious actually if I go to middle with that. That would be pretty interesting to do. So what if we just do something like this maybe? Maybe move this down here so it doesn't get poisoned. Probably just heal this on this turn. Is this worth it to go in here with? It's not in danger of dying, but it would get hurt pretty bad, possibly. I still think that's probably worth it, right? Actually, is it in danger of dying? 6, 12, 18, 24. I think it would die, actually. Let's just keep it here to be safe. Can keep it down here. Maybe even all the way down here. I don't really mind if it gets poisoned too much, at least. I think it's time for Murdering with a 1 key. Let's just bring... Is Tickle's good? Maybe even a Bachelor, actually, because they would get pulled in is good. Tickles could also be fine, because it's a lot of health. I think using the Noxious ability last turn was probably a mistake from their side. Is now much less threatened by that thing. I did get my Gargles out of the action though, so maybe it's alright for them. Really? What are they doing this for? Are they trying to go aggressive towards my heart? They can't do that in this position, I don't think. I think I'd even probably win a hard rush right now with what we are seeing. At least it wouldn't be impossible for me to do so. Also, I'm just gonna kill their snowball here. So this doesn't even make any sense. My Murdering will just help kill it. Like, we take the Murdering, we kill this with the Gargles and the Murdering. Then we take the middle point here. Move the Stabby in, maybe. What is that doing? Okay, they're definitely trying to hard rush me. I don't know what the Jin Sting is doing, though. That seems like a very questionable choice. Did I just kill the Henrietta this turn? With my poison? That's pretty bad use of poison though. So probably not. Just fight this guy. And then we bring something big in here. What do I want to fight them with? We could also bring Octo Naughty. Just because it can pull in the Hematic. I haven't got it very leveled, but might still be fine. Definitely has some potential on this map. Are there any better options? I could go Puff, but I'm not a big fan of that. Klepto would be fine. But I think I'm just going to try Octonaughty. I was considering killing the Henrietta so that it couldn't kill my Bachelor here. Just to take the point. Which is kind of annoying if it does that. But it's such a bad use of the Noxious Poison when they have like literally no mechanicals. To just kill a 1 key, that wouldn't be very good. You could already see where that game was heading, but that was pretty interesting, I think. Miss Muffet and Up to Naughty definitely have a place on that map. I'm not sure how good pushes really are. You can probably set up some pushes. I'd also imagine that if people aren't able to play fast enough on this, then Akira will be pretty good. But we'll have to see whether people can figure out how to be aggressive on that map. Because if you get like a ranged phobia on the panic point below or either below or above the heart, depending on which side you are on, then it's actually fairly hard for the opponent to respond to that. Like, that position isn't snowballable, and it's also fairly hard to attack because there are abyss tiles around. So if they have a pusher there, or if you just like have a very big beefy unit there, then it's actually fairly hard to get to it and like get a kill on it without being pressured back in some way, because you only have so much space to stand on without bringing in a lot of flyers. Pretty interesting. That was my first game on that map ever, so fairly good, I would say. I think it's actually wrong to go snowball opener on that map. I'm not sure what the actual opener should be. Maybe it should just be 4 1 keys, to be honest, because there's so many panic points. Or 3 1 keys, maybe. But I definitely don't think snowball is a good idea, because you already could see on that, like in that map or in this match, that they needed snowball for hitting something and they didn't have it for it. So that's pretty bad. You don't want to get into that situation. Like, there's a pretty high likelihood that an enemy will end up in snowball range, and it will be good for you here, because there's so many tiles they can be on where it's able to hit them. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.